Okay, hello everyone. So this is going to be a quick introduction of what is cloud computing, why are we using cloud computing, what are the advantages, and why this cloud computing term is booming a lot nowadays. Okay, and we're gonna also discuss about a few components of cloud computing as well. So what's better than to explain cloud computing, what's better than the official documentation of AWS? Okay, so basically, what is cloud computing? It is basically the demand of on-demand delivery of IT resources over the internet with pay-as-you-go pricing. So when I say pay-as-you-go pricing means as soon as you will pay for a resource in cloud, you can immediately start using it. You don't have to wait. Just pay, start using it, and you can also pay. Like there is also pay per hour model in cloud. Like if you want to use a server for an hour, you can do that as well. Okay, so this is basically the meaning of cloud computing. Like most of the people just have this idea, right? As cloud computing is basically used for storage the data, but it's definitely much more than that. It's not just used for storage. It it can be used to deploy your servers, deploy your applications, deploying a database, deploy AI ML applications as well, IoT, and storage as well, etc. Means the possibilities are endless. You can do like anything with the cloud. Okay, so what's like how the IT industry have changed after this introduction of cloud computing? Let me tell you, like once this term does not exist, so what a customer has to do is, so he needs to go physically to a shop, he needs to buy a server, then that server will going to come in his data center after 2 or 3 days, then he needs to install it, configure it. So this is quite a tedious task, and it used to take around 5 to 7 days for the successful buying to till the deploying of the server in data centers. But after the introduction of cloud computing, you can just simply deploy a server with just a single click. Okay, there is no need to wait. Within seconds, your server will be up and ready in the AWS own data center. Okay, because I'm explaining in terms of AWS, right? So, like, if I have to tell you, like, who is using cloud computing nowadays? So I can say that organization of every type, every size, every industry, means from a startup to an MNC, every company is using cloud to deploy their applications. Okay, because cloud can help you to in your database backup, disaster recovery. It can help you in your software development, software testing, big data analytics. You can simply deploy customer facing web applications on cloud as well. Okay, so basically, for example, like healthcare companies are using the cloud to develop more personalized treatment for patients. Financial services are using the cloud to provide real-time fraud detection and prevention. So the possibilities are endless with cloud, as I said. But why like there is so much adoption of cloud nowadays? So what are the advantages of cloud? So if I have to talk about the advantages, so basically first, the most and foremost like the important is agility. So basically, when I say agility means it gives you easy access to a broad range of technology so that you can innovate faster and build nearly anything that you can imagine. So it is, now it is much easier for from a customer's perspective to test and deploy anything over the cloud, right? As I told you, cloud is just not used for storage. It can use for application development, application deployment, storage, data backup, recovery, etc. Okay, so that's the main like agility terms means. When I say now the second advantage is elasticity. So basically elasticity means you can scale your server, you can scale your application within within few clicks, your application will be scaled up automatically. Unlike like when this cloud does not exist, a client has just bought a server and that server's configuration cannot be changed. Okay, that server configuration means the server CPU and memory size cannot be changed because just a one physical server, right? So if a client has to increase the size of the server, he has to again buy a new server, which again takes like around 5 to 7 days, right? But with the introduction of cloud, that's not the case. You can just scale up your server within just a matter of few clicks. Like you can increase the capacity and you can shrink the capacity as well, depending upon your needs. Next is the cost saving. Yep, cloud is much more cheaper as compared to traditional on-prem servers, right? Because cloud allows you to trade a fixed expenses for variable expenses, and you only pay for the IT you consume. It means you're only paying for the time that you are using a particular resource in the cloud. Okay, so like if you want to use it for 1 hour, will pay for 1 hour. If you will use a server for 2 hours, you only pay for 2 hours. Unlike the traditional data centers where we have this bought a server, we have to pay the huge cost for that server, and that server will stick to us lifetime. That's not the case with cloud. When you are done using the server, you can just go and simply discard it. So you can deploy globally in every, like in minutes, like you can deploy anywhere, like in you can deploy, for example, if you are located in US, you can deploy uh, your server in the Canada region. So you can just within single click, you can deploy your servers all around the world in the AWS data center. So that is one of the most, like you can say, one of the important advantages of using cloud computing as well. Okay, so that's it for this lecture. We discussed what is cloud, who are using cloud, and what are the benefits of cloud computing. In the next lecture, we are going to talk about the components of the cloud. So see you there. Thank you.